right. Welcome to another episode of Hollywood North podcast. We have a special guest today. We have Chucks. Welcome. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming today. This is actually our third time going at it, but this will be the best one. So the viewers that don't really know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, and I moved to Canada, Hamilton, when I was 16, and stayed there for about 3 years. And I moved to Toronto, and it was in Hamilton where I started making beats and
Okay.
kind of rapping,
Okay.
and yeah, and kind of created my style from there.
Okay, that's pretty cool, man. So you came here when you were only 16 years old.
Yeah.
So how was it coming from Nigeria to a country like Canada?
It was very different. Like a lot of things happened all at once. Like my
Yeah,
name
yeah.
changed, and yeah,
Okay.
because I used to. My name's Chukwemeka, so back
Okay.
home I used to go by Emeka, and
Okay. Okay.
everyone here started calling me Chuck because that's the first four letters of my name, and
Okay.
something I had to adapt to. But
Okay.
even the environment was different. Like
Okay.
the internet, for example,
Right.
really easy to
Right.
use everywhere, and
Okay.
yeah, just a lot of things.
Okay. So the internet wasn't accessible in a everyday household like
No,
today,
you had to
or
go to a lot of internet cafes to use the internet,
okay.
and like you were kind of limited to what you could do, like Yahoo Messenger,
Right. Right. Okay.
and things like that. So
True.
yeah,
True.
but yeah, even back home, like in some places, water is really hard to find. Like where I went to school, we had to use boreholes, so the things you pump to get the water out. So like
Okay.
for
Okay.
example, like so that's
Wow.
something a lot of people here
Yeah.
have probably never even seen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's totally different because if we really need water, we just turn on the tap and.
Yeah, like you even had wells, like
Okay.
at some
Okay.
places,
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
I'm not sure if
Wow.
most people here. I've never seen a well here. I don't think.
Yeah. Me neither.
I've seen one at
Me neither.
Pioneer
Okay.
Village.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, there are still wells around. You just have to travel outside of the city to see them because I wouldn't really notice one in the
I
city.
would use one in the city.
Yeah.
Like it'll probably be like contaminated because
Yeah.
of the water,
all
man.
the
Like
all the activity going on here.
yeah, Toronto.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, man, that's great. So what about you spent 16 years in Nigeria, but then you come here and you experience winter. Like, how was that for you?
It's really shocking and
Yeah,
cold. Like yeah, I
I
was
can
not
imagine.
prepared for it at all. I didn't
Okay.
have a proper winter jacket. I had this
Okay.
fresh corduroy jacket that I don't know how I survived, and yeah,
Okay.
thank God.
Yeah, man.
So, but
It's
yeah,
crazy.
the other winters progressed, and I kind of like had to adapt and get used to it, and
Right.
learn
Right.
how to take care of myself in the cold.
Right.
So you don't get sick.
Right. Okay. Yeah, man, because the winter here does fluctuate. I feel that it's most of the year,
Hmm.
like coming from Africa where it's hot most of the, well, it's hot all year round
Yeah.
to coming to a country where it's like cold for the most part of the year is very difficult,
Oh, yeah.
because the level of snow that we get is crazy.
Oh, it keeps getting worse and worse. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
every
Yeah.
year, every year.
Yeah, I think
So,
my first winter year was actually probably not too bad when I think
okay,
about it,
okay,
compared to like
okay.
what we're getting right now. It's
I
crazy.
know, I know, I know.
Yeah.
It is elevating in some sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how did you first get into music?
I got into music in the church. I got into music with this, but before, like, that was me making music. I started
Okay.
making music with a bunch of guys, and we used
Okay.
to rap. And I saw the guy that used to make the beats, and he used to use Fruity Loops, and
Okay.
so I kind
Okay.
of discovered that that was what I needed to use to make my
Okay.
beats.
Okay.
But in terms of like music, like my brother showed me music. He used to like show me a lot of like hip hop back in the day. And
Okay.
like Naughty by Nature and stuff like that, and
Okay.
Mace. So
Okay. True.
that's
Okay.
that
So you
there.
mentioned Fruity Loops. You make beats as well?
Yeah, I make a lot of my beats. But on this album that I just released, which we're probably gonna get into later,
Right, right, right.
yeah, I
Okay,
worked with an Italian producer on it. But I usually
okay,
make a bunch of my beats.
okay. So why don't we talk about that right now? So you do have a few projects that are out. Most recent one is Rocket Man, which
Yeah,
is a mixtape.
yeah. So Rocket Man, I worked on it with Flacco G out in Italy, and it was
Okay,
mixed by Deloyo. He's from Halifax, so
okay,
we kind of worked on that. I met Flacco G when I went to Italy last fall,
okay,
and yeah, when I got back, he just started sending me beats, and yeah,
okay,
I just kept writing and working on the tracks, and from a
okay.
single to an EP, and then to a mixtape. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So for this particular mixtape, like, were you guys in the same country when you were making it, or was he in Italy and you were here?
No, like when I just met him when I went over there, and this was
Okay,
actually like his first beat, so
okay,
he had
okay.
never even really
Wow,
made beats. So
that's
when
pretty
he
cool.
when I got back to Canada, he sent me a beat, and I was like, wow, this beat's actually pretty sick. So I wrote
Okay,
to it, and that turned out to be this track called Drin Dran, which is
okay,
Drin
okay.
Dran. I just
So let's talk about Drin Dran for a minute because that's actually my favorite song out
oh,
of that project.
thanks, man.
Yeah, man, the 808s hit hard.
Yeah,
The lyrics are cool too, so I respect that.
thank you.
Yeah, man. So talk to us a little bit about that project too, because there's a lot of animation going on from the website to
Yeah.
the actual like music.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to us about that project. Like, how did you put it together, and how did you come to the final decision?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to make something special, and I was really into animation too, and into I guess like cartoons. And shout out my boy Richie, Mr. Outsider. So he did the cover work for me, and also a lot of like dope artwork for it. But in terms of the animation, I worked in Magic Studios out in Cameroon, and
Okay.
I just had a whole concept. I wanted to keep it really like lively and
Okay.
colorful and fresh and
Okay. Okay.
just have a package and
Okay. But that, I mean, like, that's kind of crazy. Like, how did you meet the guy from Cameroon? Like, how did you make that connection?
yeah, like you see, so that guy, I think I discovered him on Instagram. I saw his work like through another artist from Toronto, and
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, that was really interesting. I found that the way you put the project together was really cool because I don't really see other artists that are involving a lot of animation within their stuff, whether it's video or like just audio visuals as well, right?
yeah, thanks, man. It
Yeah,
was yeah,
for
it just
sure.
came from like trying to do more than I guess what I could do. Just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
like push
No, I hear
myself
you,
to the
bro.
max, and like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I don't want to just put up the song on YouTube with an
Right,
album
right,
cover. I want to have something lively in the background, something
right,
people can
right,
watch, something
right,
interesting.
right.
So it all just came from that, and I
Okay,
even wish I could do more, and I
okay.
just want to keep pushing myself. So
Okay, okay. Yeah, man. I mean, and a lot of the sounds that were in the music were really interesting too. And you can tell that they're all like original compositions, right? So do you play instruments as well, or was that all from your producer side?
well, so all the beats on that project were made by Flacco G. So that was
Okay,
just him,
okay.
I guess, going crazy with the
Yeah.
melody, like Jeep Lambo. Wow, the
Okay.
pianos on that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
dude snapped. So,
Yeah.
but usually like I play the keyboard, so
Okay.
that's what I do. And I started playing the guitar recently too as
Okay.
well,
Okay.
and started learning the guitar as well.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I just play a lot of melodies on
Okay.
FL Studio, my keyboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting, man. Yeah, so other than Rocket Man,
hmm
what else do you have online? Do you have other albums? Do you have singles?
Yeah, I have singles. I have a single called "Drinks on Me." It's a lot of people's favorite.
Okay.
I have another one called Maradona, which
Okay.
also has an animated video on it. And
Okay.
yeah, I have a cool rap song called "The Line," which is my
Yeah.
first song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the line. So I did some research on that music video. It's
Okay.
very clean. I'm feeling the jacket in it as well.
Thanks, man.
But what really stood out to me is that the video has 52,000 views
Yeah.
in 6 months.
Hmm.
So can you talk to us a little bit about the creation of that song and the video and the release and everything that came with it?
Yeah. So the song, the line, I wrote the whole verse. That was like the first track I was gonna put out when I decided to, start rapping it.
Okay.
And I just kind of wanted to put out every how I felt. So I wrote a whole like 2 minute
Okay.
verse, but everyone that heard it told me
Okay.
like I needed to put a chorus in it. So
Okay.
I was
Right.
like,
Right.
so I was kind of like rapping with my boy Reggie and freestyling to the song,
Right.
and at the end of it, I said, "Put it all on the line, put it all on the line." And he
Yeah.
was like, "The line, the line,"
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, that's the chorus." So
Right.
we
Right.
used it.
Okay. Okay.
And then for the video, I worked with my boy Ron. I got hooked up with him through Mauricio, who's
Okay.
he's a recruiter. So he actually like made that connection, and
Okay.
that
Okay.
actually happened. So
Okay. I mean, I find that was really interesting because it's difficult to get views online. I find, anyways, in my personal experience.